Girl would be like, yeah, you know what? I can understand why he left my mom and abandoned us. Yeah, I probably would abandon your weird ass too. No funny shit.
Good one.
So let's keep it a buck. After asking her adult sons their opinion on how relationships work, they admitted to their mother that, you know what, they see why their dad left. But then that mother's response, because her sons critiqued their view of how she is as a woman, she admits that she would abandon them.
And so we don't take any accountability. And as a result, when we get into relationships, if we don't feel completely soothed all the time, he must be a narcissist. He must be a manipulator. He must be gaslighting. He, rather than I.
I would argue that some of y'all mothers, y'all didn't stick around because y'all love them kids. Y'all stuck around because those kids were resources, rent, and food.
Let's talk about it. There are people on this planet whose sole reason for having children is so the kids could do things that they were too lazy to do themselves. And the children have quite literally no other choice but to listen to the parent, because the parent is an authority figure. The children are living under the parent's roof, and if they say no, the parent can call it disrespect and beat the shit out of them for it.
Y'all would have abandoned them just like the dudes that y'all want us to be mad at, right? Let's keep it a buck. That's why I say some mothers are not above reproach. But I digress.
And I'm gonna be real, bro. As a man, bro, I advise you, bro, go hear your dad's side of the story.
Hey, guess what? There are two sides to every story. And then there's the truth.
I'm not saying he couldn't be fucked up. I'm not saying he couldn't have left you for no reason. I'm not saying that he couldn't have been a bad person. He couldn't have made a mistake, none of that. But I advise you, just go hear his side of the story.
What you and mom get divorced? Like, what was the real reason? Like, I ain't never heard your side of the story.
Hell. You ain't ready for that story. If I tell you, are you ready for it? Because if I tell you...
No, I'm ready for it. What happened?
If I tell you, you have to understand that this is my wife. This ain't your mama. Pretend she a woman off the street. Pretend you ain't my son. You just another man I'm telling. Okay.
And decide from there. Because I ain't gonna lie, I hear this happen so often. And like, it kind of me up every time I'm hearing it, because it's like, it's fucked up. But it'll be a dude, he want to be in his kid life. Like, he want to be an active father. And you got a baby mom for whatever reason.
The moms who withhold their children from the dads who want to be there. To you ladies. Say that again. For the women who withhold their children from the fathers who want to be there, shame on you. There are plenty of men who are begging, almost pleading with the court system, with them, to see their children. Yep. And you're withholding a child from their father.
Because of your feelings and because you're freaking a psycho.
And maybe she petty about the new girl, trying to teach him a lesson, trying to use it as an opportunity to get more money. Or she could just be a bad person and she kind of used the kid as leverage against the dude. Trying to control him, and he got to say and do everything she want, or she gonna take the kid away from him.
Yeah. Well, I'm just not sure about that right now.
And I get what y'all saying. Go to court, go to court, go to court. Go look at the percentages on that. And a lot of dudes, it's not even that they don't want to pay child support. They just don't want to give her the money. They don't mind spending a bag on their kids. They just don't want to give you the money.
Damn, can I get some money for my hair nails?
Bro, I don't have any money for that. Stop asking me that shit.
What up?
All I'm saying, it's a lot of dudes out there. If you was to go sit down, and I'm talking about have a good conversation with your pops, bro, you wouldn't even be mad at bro no more.
Next.
And it's a lot of good dads out here that's never gonna get custody of their kids, right?
But why?
And a lot of men are gonna grow up. Young black men gonna grow up and be like, dang, like why my dad ain't never, I ain't never get to stay with my dad. I ain't never do this. I ain't never do that.
Yeah. That's right.
And I tell this story, right? I was 30 years old when I visited my dad's house for the first time in my life, right? And the reason why that is because my brother died.
What? That is crazy.
And all these years, for 30 years, I was always mad at my dad because I was like, man, he ain't never want me to come to his house. He ain't never want me to come play with my siblings. He would never let me stay with him for the summers and stuff. Whole time, I was always mad at my dad because I was like, man, he ain't never want me to come to his house. He ain't never want me to come play with my siblings. He would never let me stay with him for the summers and stuff. Whole time, I was always mad at my dad because I was like, man, he ain't never want me to come to his house. He ain't never want me to come play with my siblings. He would never let me stay with him for the summers and stuff. Whole time, when my brother died, I found out that it was never my dad, it was my mom.
I'm not finna spend my life arguing with you about nothing. Unfortunately, if you have custody of the baby, I might have to catch up with the baby later on in life and hope I can salvage what you turned him into or her into. Because I, myself...
And then later my mom admitted that it was, you know, she didn't want to have to give up child support and custody of me. That's crazy, right?